Honorable Speaker, that those who 3 years ago were saying that if we set up the housing fund, there is not a single house that will be built in this country, are the same people today who are asking, how can I be able to buy an affordable housing or social housing or a market rate housing unit for my family? But Honorable Speaker, that also speaks volumes to the tragedy that we face as a country today because of leadership that misleads its people, Honorable Speaker. And indeed, it is true that the greatest tragedy we have had in this country is the tragedy of leadership. When you have leaders who cannot make decisions, when you have leaders who are watermelons in decision making, when you have leaders who are clueless, rudderless, visionless. Honorable Speaker, when you have such leaders, we lose the plot because they will not tell people where they want to move people to. All they can do is to look at the plans of others and poke holes in the plans of others. Please, for once, offer Kenyans an alternative. And I'm saying that, Honorable Speaker, because I saw some clueless governor of one of those purported Zoe leaders saying the other day that it is indeed true, hatuna agenda yetu ni kupeleka Ruto nyumbani. Then I ask myself, okay, Ruto goes home every day. Then what for Kenyans, Honorable Speaker? And that's why I have also been very bold at times to tell these members of parliament, fear not when people tell you, oh, 2027 home. Which home? You go home every day. You are elected leaders to make decisions on behalf of the people of Kenya. And you must be bold and courageous when you are making decisions on behalf of the people, so long as you are doing it in their best interest. And I want to believe that is why the President was commending the 13th Parliament, because you have made bold decisions in the best interest of the people of Kenya. When I see the rise of affordable housing units in Mukuru, Honorable Speaker, and Mukuru, by the way, is a very small fraction of what is being done. When you fly over Kibra, you can see the transformation that Kibra is going through. You can see the demolitions that are going on along Jogoo Road, I've forgotten the name of that estate. Makongeni estate, Honorable Speaker. Makongeni will probably be 4 or 5 times the size of Mukuru. Sports stadia across the country, Honorable Speaker. Sports academies in our villages, tapping on the talent of our youth, so that those who misuse our youth, because I've seen grandfathers calling themselves, oh, I am the leader of Gen Z. How can you lead a generation that you don't even understand? How can you lead a generation which you even have no plan for, or you have no vision of how you can transform their country for the benefit of these young people? The transformation, Honorable Speaker, that is happening across our country. Honorable Speaker, whenever I travel around the country, whether it's from Kapsabet to Kakamega to Lokichogi, Honorable Speaker, to Mbere North, where I was yesterday, Honorable Speaker, to Embu, to Nyeri, they are hallmarks of the actual transformation that is going on, whether it is in housing, whether it is in roads being built, Honorable Speaker, roads, some that stalled way back in 2015, 2016, today are being reconstructed because of the bold decisions that this House made some years back, Honorable Speaker. We are the people, we are the leaders who hold the future of our children and our young people in our hands based on the decisions that we make. And that's why, Honorable Speaker, I've said, I join the President in commending this House, that amidst all that pessimism, amidst all the negativity, the bad-mouthing, the negativity, the misinformation, the disinformation, this House stood. And as the President said, we will have a paragraph as a House when finally the history of this country is rewritten on how we moved our country from a third world to a first world country, when we enacted laws that created the housing fund, when we enacted laws that transformed the health architecture of our country to ensure that every Kenyan across the nation, Honorable Speaker, can access universal health coverage. That, Honorable Speaker, in far-flung corners of this country where they never knew what a tarmac road is, they will be able to see tarmac roads like those in Kitui, those in the Matiliku Road, Emali Matiliku Road, which I saw the former Vice President doing some content creation along the road. And I want to invite Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka to please go back to the same road and do another content creation episode and show the people now that the road is being done. Go to Emali Ukia, show people that the road is actually being done. But you know, Honorable Speaker, when I say what has bedeviled this country, Honorable Speaker, is poor leadership and lack of leadership over the years, Honorable Speaker. You can imagine the people of Ukambani had leaders all along, but it has taken bold leaders like the Honorable Basir, like the Honorable CNN here, like the Honorable Rachel Nyamai, Honorable Kawaya, and other great leaders to make sure that they are taking development that was promised to the people of Ukambani. I am told the Ukia Emali Road, I heard Governor Kibwana say that his father, not Governor Kibwana, who is, I think, is 70-something years old, his father, and you can guess probably his father would be 100+ years, had that road promised to him when he was a young man by the colonial government. The Kenyatta administration came, promised the same road. The Moi government came during Mulu Mutisia's time, promised the same road. Mwai Kibaki's government came, did the Emali to Loitoktok road, but Emali to Ukia was never done. Uhuru Kenyatta's government was there for 10 years, and nothing was done. It has taken this administration 2 years to be able to deliver on very good projects like that of Emali Ukia, Matiliku, Emali Road to the people of Ukambani. And that is a story across the country, Honorable Speaker. That when this country was able to only employ about 300,000 teachers over a period of 60 years, 60 good years, within a period of 3 years, we will have employed 100,000 teachers within a period of 3 years. But the high priest of eternal pessimism will tell you that the education system in Kenya is dying. And they will not remind Kenyans that only a short 2.5 years ago in 2022, parents did not know whether their children would finish grade 6 and move to secondary schools or move to junior secondary in primary schools, how the CBC program, which is now CBE, would be transitioned from the old 844, parents were unclear. The high priest of internal pessimism will want Kenyans to forget that a short 2.5 years ago, our young men and women in our universities had their universities being closed down because of debts. But courtesy of the new funding program, Honorable Speaker, today our public universities are standing on their own.